Apologies po, we're having problem with the internet dito po sa City Garcia. To continue po, for the opening proper, we would like to inform everyone that the DACT will examine the documents using the pass or fail criterion to determine whether all the documents are present, and the absence of any of the required documents automatically disqualifies the bidder. Also, please be informed that the back through its secretariat will initial every page of the submitted documents. And the order of the opening of bids shall be made according to the time of the submission of the bidders. Shown on the screen is the attendance sheet for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of Spine Leaf Architecture. We have two bidders, the ComClark Network and Technology Corporation and the Telca Networks Incorporated. The ComClark Network and Technology Corporation submitted its bid today at 8:33 a.m., while the Telca Networks Incorporated submitted its bid at 9 a.m. Madam Vice Chair, with your permission, we will now proceed to open the submission of ComClark Network and Technology Corporation. Dear Padre and dear Lisa, apologies po. We're suspending the meeting for a while po. Nawala po si Dear Castro. Wala po tayong quorum.
Copy po. Sige po. Standby lang naman ako hanggat may access. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello po, Madam Vice Chair.
Okay, ma?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
can we start? Okay.
Ma'am, we will be now opening po the submission of ComClark and Technology Corporation po.
Chair, please proceed.
Thank you po. Shown on the screen po is the submission from ComClark Network and Technology Corporation. The submission is properly labeled, sealed, and initialed. May we confirm po from the representative of ComClark if this is the video submitted earlier this morning po.
Representative from ComClark, confirming that those are the bid docs submitted this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much po, ma'am. We will now proceed to open the submission of ComClark. Open the submission of ComClark. Open the submission of ComClark. The mother envelope contains 4 separate envelopes labeled Regional Eligibility and Technical Documents, Duplicate Eligibility and Technical Documents, Duplicate Eligibility and Technical Documents, and the financial documents. We will now proceed to open the original copy of the eligibility and technical documents and set aside the financial documents. We will also distribute the duplicate copy to the representative of the technical working group present here in the conference room for evaluation. The original eligibility document contains 2 documents, the volume 1 and the volume 2 of 2.
For the technical component, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration, certificate, platinum membership, all pages, note pursuant to section 20.2.9.1 of the IRR of RA 12009. All Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidders to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility document shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJobs registration certificate prior to submission of their bids. PS Advisories 2025-015 Suspension of Certificate of PhilJobs Registration, Platinum Membership of Corporation for Non-Compliance with the uploading of GIS and BOI. This is to advise that the Certificate of PhilJobs Registration, Platinum Membership of Merchant Corporation that did not submit the latest General Information Sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission shall be suspended. The imposition of suspension comes after the issuance of PS Advisory number 2025-007, published on June 30, 2025, which required corporation to submit their latest GIS and BOI. All corporate entities with existing platinum membership were likewise required to update their eligibility documents in the Government of the Philippines Official Merchant Registry, GOP-OMR.
For the certificate of PhilJobs registration, it is platinum membership. This certificate is valid until January 13, 2026. For the list of eligibility documents attached as Annex A, the SEC certificate registration date is July 14, 1997. The mayor's permit expiration date is December 31, 2025. Tax clearance expiration date is April 30, 2026. The audited financial statement date of filing is May 2, 2025. For the pickup license, the expiration date is September 23, 2026. We will browse the attached documents subject to the evaluation of the technical working group. They also attach a certificate of filing of amended article amended articles of incorporation, copy of the business permit, the tax clearance certificate, the audited financial statements, statement of management responsibility for financial statements, the report of independent auditors, the submission will be subjected to the evaluation of the technical working group. With this po, may we get a rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Padre, please?
Madam Vice Chair, thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena, please?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next item, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, or the SLC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided for in section 52.4.1.3 of the IRR of RA 12009 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. Any of the following documents must be submitted together with a statement of the single largest completed contract: A, end user's acceptance; B, official receipt; C, sales invoice for the contract.
For everyone's information, the amended SLCC provisions is supply, delivery, installation, commissioning, testing, and acceptance of network routers and switches. Again po, the similar contract to bid shall be supply, delivery, installation, commissioning, testing, and acceptance of network routers and switches. Shown on the screen is the statement of single largest completed contract, or the SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, submitted by Comclark Network and Technologies Corporation. It includes the name of the contract or the project cost, the owner's name, address, telephone numbers, nature of work, definition or description of similar project or the major categories of work, the bidder's role, the amount of award, amount of completion, duration, and the date of awarded, contract effectivity, and date completed. For the government, they listed the procurement and establishment of IP MPLS for the National Fiber Backbone, NFB. The bidder's role is the sole contractor. This is 100% completed. Signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Cecil S. Garcia. They have also attached a final acceptance and completion certificate, the post-contract supplier's performance evaluation, copy of the contract agreement, a copy of notice to proceed, and copy of notice of award. With this po, may we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Padre, please?
Madam Vice Chair, thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena, please?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next item, the NFCC computation or committed line of credit.
Shown on the screen is the NFCC computation. It includes the total assets, total liabilities, current liabilities, the net worth, and the net working capital. The total amount of NFCC is amounting to 8,984,297,696 pesos and 13 centavos. Signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Cecil S. Garcia. With this po, may we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Padre, please?
Pass, Madam Vice Chair, subject to final verification of the PWG. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena, please?
Pass subject for TWG evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next item, statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid.
Shown on the screen is the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. It includes the name of the contract and the project cost, the owner's name, address and telephone numbers, the nature of work, the bidder's role, date awarded, date started, and date of completion, the percent of accomplishment, and the value of outstanding works. For the government, first is the National Fiber Backbone Expansion Project. The value of outstanding works is 65,334,390 pesos and 92 centavos. The second is the renewal of provision of CCTV surveillance system. The project cost is 51,550,000 pesos. The value of outstanding works is 38,662,500 pesos. Next is the lease of contact center solution with chat module. The project cost is 144,388,800 pesos and 4 centavos. The value of outstanding works is 9,313,077 pesos and 60 centavos. Next is the lease of servers for various systems. The project cost is 142,887,999 pesos and 79 centavos. The value of outstanding works is 10,988,087 pesos and 18 centavos. Next is the lease of servers for data warehouse system. The project cost is 34,695,652 pesos and 11 centavos. The value of outstanding works is 2,890,147 pesos and 82 centavos. Next is the lease of storage and automated tape library for data warehouse system and various systems. The project cost is 197,999,999 pesos and 95 centavos. The value of outstanding works is 15,226,200 pesos. Next is the IT infrastructure provisioning and administration in a commercial data center with disaster recovery. Project cost is 448 million and the value of outstanding works is 37,318,400 pesos. Next is the subscription of cloud infrastructure for Internal Revenue Integrated System or the IRIS. The project cost is 363,769,550 pesos and 25 centavos. Next is the subscription of wide area network connectivity with a project cost of 69,141,000 852 pesos. The value of outstanding works is 7,280,637 pesos and 2 centavos. Next is the subscription of in-country public cloud and associated components of company investment financial statistical systems. The extension amount is 33 million, and the value of outstanding works is 10,998,900 pesos. Next is the cloud subscription for BIR e-services application system with the project cost of 29,988,988 pesos, and the value of outstanding is 9,995,000 pesos and 40 centavos. Next is the procurement of Supreme Court of the Philippine Software-Defined Wide Area Network with a project cost of 106,977,000 pesos. The value of outstanding works is 2,139,540 pesos. Next is the establishment of protection route for the Luzon bypass infrastructure. The project cost is 76,879,259 pesos. The value of outstanding works is 12,773,265 pesos and 49 centavos. Next is the supply and installation of internet connectivity for public schools in District 2 of Quezon City. The project cost is 20,184,570 pesos. The outstanding works is 3,364,767 pesos and 82 centavos. Next is the line 5, supply and delivery and installation of internet connectivity for public schools in District 5 of Quezon City. The project cost is 20,733,810 pesos. The value of outstanding works is 3,456,326 pesos and 13 centavos. Next is the line 6. For the supply installation of internet connectivity for schools in District 6 of Quezon City, the project cost is 13,593,690 pesos. The value of outstanding works is 2,266,068 pesos and 12 centavos. Next is the managed service for the operation and maintenance of National Fiber Backbone Phase 2 and 3 network. The project cost is 61,366,144 pesos, and the value of outstanding works is 40,912,808 pesos and 20 centavos. Next is the supply, delivery, and maintenance of the expanded underground fiber optic cable and activity components in the city of San Fernando, Pampanga. The project cost is 49,930,589 pesos and 61 centavos. The value of outstanding works is 7,988,894 pesos and 34 centavos. Next is the renewal of procurement of existing next generation. The project cost is 147,978,580 pesos. The value of outstanding works is 12,326,615 pesos and 71 centavos. The total amount of the value of outstanding works is 326,302,278 pesos and 87 centavos. Signed by Ms. Cecil S. Garcia, the authorized representative. For the attachment po, we will browse the submission subject to the evaluation po of the technical working group. With that po, may we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Padre, please?
Yes, Madam Vice Chair, thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena, please?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next item, if applicable, JVA or in the absence of a JVA, duly notarized statement from all potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful.
For the GBA po, not applicable.
For the next item, original copy of bid security, if in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or an original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Note, bidders who opt to submit a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security are required to use the bid securing declaration form in the attached bidding documents.
The bidder submitted a bid securing declaration form. The bid securing declaration contains all the mandatory provision signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Cecil Garcia. This document is notarized by Attorney Rowena Casoyon. May we get a reading of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Padre, please?
Pass, Mr. Vice Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena, please?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next item, schedule of requirements.
Shown on the screen is the schedule of requirements signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Cecil Garcia. May we get a rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating po, Director Padre, please?
Yes, Madam Vice Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Rabena, please?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next items, technical specification, which may include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and their after-sales parts if applicable.
For the technical specification, the bidder stated their compliance for item 1 with the remarks in item 1.2 to comply with CSBB number 1. They also stated their compliance for item 1.3 down to item 1.3.1.1 and also in item 1.3.1.2 down to item 2 of this page. They also stated their compliance for item 2.1 with remarks to see Annex 1, page 4. Also for item 2.1.1 down to item 2.1.3 with remarks. They also stated their compliance for item 2.1.4, 2.1.5 with remarks to item 2.1.6 down to item 2.1.7. They stated their compliance. For item 2.1.7.1 and 7.2, they stated their compliance with remarks. They also stated their compliance for item 2.1.8 down to item 2.1.10 with remarks. Also, they stated their compliance for item 2.1.11 down to item 2, 2.1 to 2.2.1 down to item 2.2.2 with remarks to see Annex 1. They also stated their compliance for item 2.2.3 down to item 2.2.4. And in item 2.2.5, comply with remarks. And also in item 2.2.6, they stated their compliance. They also stated their compliance in item 2.2.7 with remarks. Item 2.3 down to item 2.3.1, they stated their compliance. And item 2.3.2 with remarks to see Annex 1. For item 2.3.3 and item 2.3.4, they stated their compliance. 2.3.5 with remarks, 2.3.6 compliance, 2.4.1 to comply with to see Annex 1. For item 2.5 down to item 2.5.2, they stated their compliance. They stated their compliance for item 2.5.3 down to item 2.6.4 with remarks for each items. They also stated their compliance for item 2.7 down to item 2.7.10 with remarks on item 2.7.11, 2.8, 2.8.1. They stated their compliance. They also stated their compliance for item 2.8.2 down to item 2.8.14 with remarks on the other items. They also stated their compliance for item 2.8.15 down to item 2.9.1.15 with remarks on the other items. They also stated their compliance for item 2.9.2 down to item 2.10.1.22 of this page with remarks on the other items. They also stated their compliance for item 2.10.1.23 down to item 2.12 of this page with remarks on the other items. They also stated their compliance for item 2.12.1 down to item 2.14.8 of this page with remarks on the other items. Same with the item 2.14.9 down to item 2.14.14.4. They stated their compliance with remarks on the other page. They also stated their compliance for item 2.14.14.5 down to item 2.15.14 of this page with remarks on the other items. They stated their compliance for 2.15.14.1 down to 2.17.1.8 with remarks on the other items. Same with the item 2.18 down to item 2.19.5.3 with remarks on the other items. They stated their compliance for item 2.19.5.4 down to item 3.1 of this page with remarks on the other items. They stated their compliance for item 3.1.1 down to item 3.3 with remarks on the other items. For item 3.1.3 down to item 3.4.1, they stated their compliance with remarks on item 3.3.2.2 and item 3.3.3. They also stated their compliance for item 3.4.1.1 down to item 3.5 with remarks on the other items. They stated their compliance for item 3.5.1 down to item 3.5.11 of this page with remarks on the other items. For item 3.6 down to item 3.6.12, they stated their compliance. For item 3.6.13 down to item 3.6.14.4.3, they stated their compliance. For item 3.6.14.4.4, down to item 4.6, they stated their compliance with remarks for other items. They also stated their compliance for item 4.7, down to item 7, with remarks on item 4.8 to see Annex 14. They also stated their compliance for item 8. The technical specification is signed by Ms. Cecil Garcia, the authorized representative. They also attach a spine leaf network diagram, attached as Annex A. With this po, may we get the rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Padre, please?
Pass, Madam Vice Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Ravena, please?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next item, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder.
The bidder submitted a omnibus sworn statement in the prescribed format, signed by the authorized representative, Ms. Cecil Garcia. This document is notarized by Attorney Rowena Casuyon. They also attach a original copy of Secretary's certificate authorizing Ms. Cecil Garcia as duly appointed as authorized representative of the corporation for the bidding. This is signed by the Assistant Corporate Secretary, Ms. Elvira Oquendo. This is also notarized by Attorney Rowena F. Casuyon. With this po, may we get a rating of the back, please?
May we get your rating, Director Padre, please?
Pass, Madam Vice Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May we get your rating, Director Ravena, please?
Pass.
Thank you, ma'am. For the next item, for foreign bidders claiming eligibility by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, a certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in their government procurement activities for the same item or product, not applicable. Considering po that the majority po of the back rated the submission of ComClark as passed for the technical component, may we get your final rating, Madam Vice Chair, please? Again, considering po that the majority po of the back rated the submission of ComClark as passed for the technical component, may we get your final rating, Madam Vice Chair, please?
It is passed.
Thank you,
Sorry,
ma'am.
hindi niyo ako nadinig. Mahina ba?
Sorry, ma'am, wala po kanina.
Okay. Passed.
Thank you so much po. For the record, they also attach herewith is the copy of Supplemental Bid Bulletin number 1. Signed, confirmed by the authorized representative, Ms. Cecil S. Garcia. We just like also to put on record that they have submitted the Annex 1, the Volume 2 of the eligibility and technical documents. This will be subject to the evaluation of the technical working group. Madam Vice Chair, we will now proceed po to open the submission of Telca Network Incorporated. Madam Vice Chair and to the members of the back, the shown on the screen is the submission of the Telca Network Incorporated. They have submitted 3 boxes, one with attached 4 envelope, and we also have, apologies po, this is 3, and they also have attached a 3 loose envelopes. This one is labeled as for the procuring entity. It's addressed to the ICT and it includes the name of the supplier, the Telca Network Incorporated. Same po with the other envelope. It includes the details of the procuring entity, the supplier, the contract, and the destination. The other one contains the details po of the project for the supply, delivery, installation, testing, and commissioning of Spine-Leaf architecture. It has a remarks on the front label with attached financial documents, Xerox copy. We will set aside this document po. First, submission, one of the boxes includes the details of the procuring entity, the supplier, the contract, the destination. Same with the second submission. Lastly, this one is for the third submission contains the 3 envelopes with the label for Department of Information Communications Technology. It includes the name of the supplier, the contract for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of spine lift architecture. This is duly received by the back secretariat at 9 a.m. today. We will now proceed to open the submission po. We would like to request acknowledgement first with the bidder po. To kindly acknowledge if this is the bid you have submitted this morning po.
Michelle Lacasama from Telca. I would like to acknowledge all the present documents in the table. I would just like to the other documents from PhilHeps and other SEC amendments and GIS is on the financial and legal files.
Madam Vice Chair, we would just like to note po that the submission is not properly labeled and in the prescribed format po. As mentioned po, the eligibility, the PhilJeps, ma'am, confirm, the PhilJeps po is attached in the financial documents. So we will proceed to open po. With that po, Madam Vice Chair, may we request instruction po of the back members, given the manifestation of the bidder that they have attached the eligibility, part of eligibility documents in the financial documents po.
Mr. Vice Chair.
Yes po, Director Padre, you're raising your hand, sir.
Madam Vice Chair, for clarification, the submission is not in accordance with the required format. Thank you.
Yes, sir. They have attached a legal document po dun sa financial document, sir.
Okay, can you repeat to me what is the concern? Thank you.
Madam Vice Chair, the Telca Network Incorporated manifested that they have attached the PhilJeps certification po in the financial documents po, which should supposed to be included in the eligibility checklist, eligibility documents po.
Si Director Luisa, laser hat.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Okay, I'd like to manifest also if the documents were properly labeled. Mr. Vice Chair, na-encounter na namin to sa ibang open bidding document, no. Kapag po hindi properly labeled, hindi po ina-allow na i-open yung document. With that scenario, nag-failed po yung yung document nila. So, yun lang po, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Backsec, can you refer dun sa law or with Procurement Act if there's anything
There will be checking the
situation?
Good morning po.
Good morning po, Ma'am Carla.
Sorry. Hello po. Back Secretariat. Can you hear me?
Yes po, ma'am.
Sige po. Ma'am Vice Chair, if I may, if I may po, tama po ba na ang concern natin is regarding doon sa marking po ng bid proposal ng ating bidder?
The issue is more on uh, the submission of their request, which is submitted on a different, it's attached to another document.
Sorry ma'am, medyo choppy po sa akin.
Madam Vice Chair, submitted documents po, and they have acknowledged that this is their submission. And upon acknowledgement po, representative from Telca states that or manifested that they have included the PhilJobs registration certificate in their financial documents po. So we're seeking clarification po, ma'am, with this po, if this is shall we proceed po ba to open? Given that they have included the document in the financial po, but we only open the financial documents once the bidder was past the submission of eligibility po. And also we would like to note po that they have also not indicated if this is their eligibility documents po. Only
So
includes
just to clarify, hindi naka-reflect kung alin yung eligibility technical
yes po,
component
ma'am. They only
versus the
write down the name of the
so hindi naka-indicate kung alin ang financial at saka technical component.
loose files po. With only label this one. Ito lang po, Ma'am Carla. They only note in this document po that this is a financial document.
And then the other one, walang nakalagay na label.
Upon checking, ma'am, all the documents are not properly labeled po.
For the consideration of the back po, the back secretariat, I think can flash yung section 18 of the instructions to bidders. So in section 18.1, this is here po stated that the bidders shall enclose their technical documents in one sealed envelope marked as technical component and financial component in another sealed envelope marked as financial component, sealing them all in one outer envelope marked as bid. So with this po, requirement po no na mark po properly kung alin yung technical at saka yung financial component. And then in section 18.4, nakalagay po kasi dito sa last sentence ng first paragraph. On the other hand, unsealed or unmarked bid envelopes or bids that cannot be opened or corrupted in case of online submission shall be rejected po. And then on the last part po, kindly note po that the bank shall assume no responsibility for misplaced or lost contents of the improperly sealed or marked bids for its premature opening.
Madam Vice Chair, if we may add po, also included in the bidding documents po for the instruction of to bidders, that the item 12 for the documents comprising the bid, the technical and financial component envelope. For the item 12.1, the first bid envelope shall contain the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents. First is the PhilJob Certificate of Registration Platinum Membership, the SLCC, the NFCC computation, the statement of all ongoing government or private contracts, the GVA, if applicable, the bid security, the technical specification, the omnibus
Okay,
warrant.
so what is our,
That's the next.
what can we deduce from these regulations from the bid?
Ma'am, if I may po, so bali in section 18 po, it clearly states po kung ano po yung component dapat ng ating technical at saka financial envelope. And if in case po na unmarked ang isang bid envelope, hindi siya if unmarked ang isang bid envelope, it shall be rejected po. Ngayon ma'am, if I think tama po ba na ang ating tawag dito may marking lang po is yung sa financial envelope. Correct ba, Baksek?
Yes po, ma'am.
So given that, even if the bidder states po na may naka-attach po yung kanyang PhilJEPS certification sa financial envelope, it cannot be open kasi nasa financial envelope siya because as according po dun sa section 12, ang component po dapat ng technical envelope natin, dapat nandun po ang PhilJEPS certification po natin.
Madam Vice Chair, if I may read po yung comment ni Dear Padre dun sa comment sa chat box po. He says po that clear naman po sa RA 12009 IRR at PID docs and instruction to bidder, Madam Vice Chair. Salamat po. Madam Vice Chair.
Cut off yata siya, Dr.
Sorry po, Dear Padre. May sanabi po kayo, sir. Hindi lang po na rinig po na maayos.
I think Madam Vice Chair was cut off.
We'll wait for the Vice Chair na lang po to...
Hello?
Ayun na si Ma'am. Hi, Ma'am.
Sorry, ang pangit ng internet natin. So can we, can we have an executive session first? Can we excuse the bidders muna? Let's have a discussion first on this one.
Copy po, Madam Vice Chair. May we excuse po muna the bidders po. We'll call you once okay na po. Thank you.
Do we have bidders online ba?
Mr. Christian Ken Samonte po.
Sige po. Sir, pwede magpa-excuse lang po muna kami saglit. We'll have an executive session muna as requested po, instructed po by our Vice Chair.
Noted po, ma'am. Sige po.
Sige po. I-message na lang po kayo pag babalik na po. Thank you. And also, Ma'am Nina Hera. Is this Hera ng Baksek?
Baksek po siya, ma'am.
Sige. Kindly double check, team, yung ating yung ating attendees online.
Ma'am Carla, naka-live po tayo. Shall we maybe ask po muna if
Yes po, please.
Okay na? And we have the discussion.
Madam Vice Chair, in a way lang po, I will just coordinating po with the MISS team po.
Okay.